Hey Void, how you doing? So, back on my alphabetical thing. I really gotta come up with like a snappy title for what I'm doing with my alphabetical adventure here. But movies that start with A, we have Altered. Now, does that cover give you a lot of confidence in this movie? It doesn't really give it to me. So, I usually pick up any bad looking movie I can just because of morbid curiosity mostly. But I don't think I even really noticed. I guess I don't read because the director of the Blair Witch Project, the writer director there, also wrote and directed this. So, well, co-wrote anyway. But I guess I didn't know that because this movie was a lot better than I expected it to be. Not great by any means, but a lot better than the cover and low budget nature would give it credit for. Because I'd never heard of Altered. I've never heard people talk about Altered. But it's actually not too bad. Especially, it starts off at a good point. Of a bunch of people seem to be chasing something through the woods. Bunch of rednecks, pretty much. And it turns out to well be an alien that they capture and drive to their militantly paranoid friend's place to store it in his garage and trying to figure out now what to do now that they caught the thing. Because it turns out, when they were much younger, they all had an alien encounter and have been kind of keeping an eye out for the aliens ever since. And it turns out that most of them were abducted and dropped back off pretty quickly, but their militant friend was kept for longer. And that also one of the main character's brothers also was kept but perished during that, leading a lot of people to believe that he killed his own brother. So, he's now the militant guy is now more, utterly paranoid. He's kind of our lead and the most likable of them and the most well-adjusted, other than living utterly paranoid, because, well, he was abducted. He's now married, and his wife is, kind of weird. Actually, it might be a girlfriend, but is weirded out by what's happening and doesn't really know what's going on in the garage, other than a bunch of guys with guns showed up and just took over their garage. Because the alien seems to have these weird powers of if you look in its eyes, it can control you. It's got a lot of things going on. So they have this thing strapped to the table, and they're trying to figure out what to do with it now. Because there's like because it might be transmitting something, and now that they've caught it, are the aliens going to come and, well, get revenge for them taking this one? Why was it here? Is it looking for them? There's a lot of little threads going on here. I will say the gore effects in this one are pretty good for its low-budget nature, and the look of the alien, it's not bad, but there seems to be some weird sizing issues, because it looks to be about, when it's on the table, it'll be about the size of a person. It seems much smaller when it's running around, so trying to deal with this alien while, the sheriff is trying to show up to see what's going on, and the wife is trying to see what's happening, while one of the guys is just an asshole and is liable to shoot someone. Otherwise, there's also the dippy guy who's just, how is this guy functioning with how not bright he is, and then the more likable there's like three main rednecks, and the guy with the guns is the most normal, well-adjusted. That said, they're engaging characters, actually, and you want to see what's going on. You kind of believe their camaraderie going into this. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. That said, it's not great or breaking any new ground, but it's an interesting little alien flick. I'd give it a good 5 MacGuffins, which is, again, that's better than I was expecting it to be. I mean, the scene with the alien pretty much playing tug-of-war with the guy's intestines alone is definitely worth the price tag. So, there's a lot going on here. I'm not saying run out and see it, but, take a look, see if it's streaming somewhere. It's might be worth a look. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got on this one. Yeah, 5 MacGuffins, 2006 if I didn't say that before. Yeah, alright. See you soon, Boyd.